Imagine this, you're standing in the desert night, the sky is clear, the stars are twinkling, and suddenly, a massive V-shaped object appears, silent, with glowing lights, gliding over you. Thousands see it, yet the answers remain in the dark. Welcome to the perspective. Here, we look where others turn away, deep, dark, direct. Today, the Phoenix Lights. On March 13, 1997, Arizona witnessed one of the largest UFO phenomena in history. Was it a sign from another world, or is something being hidden from us? We'll dive into the events, the eyewitness accounts, the evidence, and search for an explanation of what really happened. I see the world differently, and I'll show you what lurks in the shadows. This will be intense. This will be eerie. Stay tuned, it'll grip you. It's March 13, 1997, a clear night in Arizona. Between 7:30 and 10:30 p.m., thousands of people, from Nevada to Tucson, over 300 miles, see something inexplicable in the sky. Two events define the night. First, a V-shaped formation of lights, silently moving across the state. Witnesses describe a massive object up to a mile wide, with 5 to 6 reddish-orange lights, drifting slowly south. A former police officer in Paulden sees it at 8:15 p.m., a pilot and his wife at 8:30 p.m. They count 5 lights in a V formation, no sound, no known aircraft traits. At 8:45 p.m., people in Glendale, a Phoenix suburb, see it at high altitude, where thin clouds obscure it. Even actor Kurt Russell, an amateur pilot, reports the lights to air traffic control while landing in Phoenix. Radars show nothing. Later at 10 p.m., the second event, a row of stationary lights appears over Phoenix, seeming to hover before slowly disappearing behind the Sierra Estrella Mountains. Michael Kristen films these lights. His video becomes world famous. Thousands of witnesses, including then Governor Fife Symington, described the object as otherworldly. But the official explanation comes quickly. The U.S. Air Force claims it was A-10 Thunderbolt II aircraft training as part of Operation Snowbird. The first sighting was a formation of 5 A-10 jets. The second was lights from flares dropped during an exercise at the Barry Goldwater Range. But does this explanation hold up to scrutiny? Let's dig deeper. The witnesses contradict the official explanation, and for good reason. The V formation was silent, while A-10 jets are loud, their engines roar. The lights moved in sync, as if part of a single object, not separate planes. Amateur astronomer Mitch Stanley observes the first sighting through a telescope and claims they were planes, but many witnesses, including Symington, insist the object had a unified structure, not separate aircraft. The second sighting, the flares, doesn't match the timing. The most striking sightings happened between 8 o'clock and 9 p.m., but the flares were dropped, for the military, between 9 o'clock and 10 p.m. Plus, videos of military flares look different from K-resistance footage. They flicker, move irregularly, while the Phoenix lights glow steadily. UFO investigator Richard Motson agrees the 10 p.m. lights might be flares, but the earlier sightings remain unexplained. Why are there so many contradictions? Why was the event never officially investigated? Councilwoman Frances Emma Barwood demanded an inquiry but lost her seat. Governor Symington initially promised answers but then held a press conference dismissing it as a joke, only to admit years later that he saw the object and it wasn't earthly. Why the secrecy? Is something bigger being hidden from us? Let's go deeper and search for an explanation. If it wasn't A-10 jets, what could it have been? Let's look at the facts. The first sighting, the V formation, might have been a secret military project. In the 1990s, The US Air Force was testing experimental aircraft, like the Northrop Grumman B-2 Spirit, a stealth bomber with a flying wing design that might vaguely resemble a V. The B-2 is quieter than conventional jets, but not completely silent, and its size 172-foot wingspan doesn't match the witnesses' reports of up to a mile wide. Plus, such an aircraft should have been visible on radar, even with stealth technology, but the radars showed nothing. Another possibility, a large airship or drone, perhaps a secret project. Airships can fly silently and carry lights, but their movement would be wind-dependent, not as directed as described. Plus, neither airships nor the B-2 explain the immense size reported by witnesses. Another hypothesis, an optical illusion caused by atmospheric conditions. The desert air in Arizona can create temperature inversions, layers of cold and warm air that refract light, making objects appear distorted. Planes in formation might have looked like a single object due to this refraction, and the lights might have seemed larger or closer than they were. But this doesn't explain the silence or the synchronized movement described by so many witnesses. An extraterrestrial explanation remains on the table, an alien spacecraft operating with technology we don't understand, silent, massive, invisible to radar. But there's no evidence for this, only speculation. As for the second sighting, the stationary lights at 10 p.m. flares seem plausible. Videos of flares dropped during military exercises show similar patterns. They drift slowly downward, disappear behind mountains, glow steadily. The military's timing 9 o'clock to 10 p.m. fits better here. But why didn't the military show immediate transparency? Why was there no clear communication to avoid speculation? This secrecy fuels doubt, and the question of whether something bigger is being covered up. So, what was it? My assessment, the second sighting was likely flares. The timing and behavior of the lights fit. But the first sighting, the V formation, remains a mystery. The contradictions to the A-10 explanation are too significant, and the object's size rules out known aircraft. A secret military project, perhaps an experimental airship or drone with unusual technology, is the most plausible explanation. The silence and radar invisibility might point to technologies being tested at the time that aren't yet public knowledge. But the military secrecy and the lack of investigation leave room for doubt. Was something bigger covered up? To this day, there's no definitive answer, and that's what makes the Phoenix Lights so fascinating. They force us to keep searching, to never give up on the truth. What does this mean for you? The Phoenix Lights show that the world is full of mysteries, and that the truth often lies in the shadows. They challenge you to think critically, to not believe everything you're told, and to seek your own answers. The unknown is everywhere, but in that unknown lies the chance to discover something new, to dig deeper, to uncover the secrets. Imagine this, you're standing in the desert night. The lights hover above you, a mystery calling to you. The stars are silent, the truth hides, but within you, curiosity burns. This is the perspective. What do you think? What were the Phoenix Lights, a military project, a trick, or something bigger? What do you think is being hidden from us? Write it in the comments, your voice keeps the mystery alive. If this perspective grips you, subscribe to The Perspective. We'll dive even deeper into the shadows of truth. Give this video a like, share it with the brave. Let's hunt the secrets and find the answers. Until next time, stay awake. The truth awaits.